All right, so we are live again. We had to go out and come back in, and let me on a new link on, and maybe I could go and find this new link, Kirk. We, for whatever reason, had a stoppage in the stream, and now that new link is coming through our Discord, and you'll see it everywhere. So I hope everyone comes back this direction and hangs out with us because we have so much more to do and so much more to talk about tonight. Um, Let me see if I can, well, look for it
I'm trying to
on.
find this live right now. It says 4 people are watching.
It does.
Okay, yeah, we're live. I see it.
Right.
Yeah, I see it. All right, for the 4 of you that are out there, thank you guys for coming back through. We're back, round 2. Here we go. And
Here we
we're back,
go,
David Hunt
man.
says. All right,
Here
all
we
right, they're
go.
coming in.
Here
They're
we
coming in.
go. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
You
Yes,
guys had an AI attack.
We had a real AI attack. Like, what did we say that was so bad? We're just
I don't
trying to
know, man.
help.
Yeah,
Tatiana,
vidIQ,
I hope
man. As soon as
you're
we started,
taking notes. Say that again, Kirk.
as soon as we started mentioning vidIQ, man, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Yes, Kevin, we're back. Thank you for we're over here now. I hate it for everybody else on the other side.
Okay, bet.
But we are here. We are here. So now I want to get back to my talks about vidIQ because people that are watching this in a replay, we want to give them as much value as we can, even with a hiccup with the live. So we've talked about vidIQ. What makes them different now? They have added a AI component to their offering that makes them different than what they were doing in the past. And I think it also separates them from what TubeBuddy is. All right. So what I'm saying to you guys, when you have time inside of working with YouTube, there are some secrets that we will tell everybody about. But a company like TubeBuddy, and I will say vidIQ, now that they have this AI generation, guess what? All you have to do is put the code in the computer and it's spitting out to you what you need to do. Try it out. A lot of us, and I will say this, Kirk, being honest from my standpoint, I have a YouTube channel and I said, I want to do what I want to do.
That's right.
And every time people do that with someone like me and you don't listen to your audience, you're going to be stagnant. You're going to be stagnant. You got to listen to your audience. It is Doc Rock that says it's not your channel. It is your audience's channel. So I was listening to somebody else and man, maybe it was Professor Nez today. And they said that every time I was listening to somebody, let me just say it this way. I'm not sure if it was today or yesterday, but I was listening to Nez. I love you, Professor Nez. Every time you think about the YouTube algorithm, Kirk, they said instead of using the word algorithm, use the word audience. So the YouTube audience must be shadow banning me. The YouTube audience is not picking up my channel. The YouTube, and if you look at the audience, what YouTube all it wants to do is get people on their platform to stay. And if you are answering the question that people are looking for and they watch your content,
all of the above, sir.
YouTube is going to continue to recommend people to you. They find out what your niche is. They find out who your audience is, and you have retention on your channel. Guess what? They're going to send you folks all the time.
Right? All the time. Yeah, it's the truth. It is the truth. I mean, so yeah, I love the way that you frame that. I just I see Pete Sheriff in the chat, and I also see Technicom Media. And I want to just respond to both of them real quick.
Okay, let me see. Let's go with the media first.
Technicom Media. Listen, I don't know. I don't think there's any of the ones that I mentioned so far that are free. I believe they're all paid. I know that several of you are asking us to just mention whether they are free or paid when we are mentioning those tips. And then as we recap for Pete Sheriff, we're sharing our top 10 AI tools for content creators, and we've already given a couple of bonuses, about 4 bonuses. So just as a means of recap for those who will catch this video and maybe they don't check out the first one, right? Because the first one's
we're
only
going
a
to
few
recap.
minutes.
I can go down the slide, and of course, you have the bonuses as well.
Excellent. But yeah, we did talk about repurpose.ai, and it's a AI powered tool that repurposes content for the different platforms specific to your platforms. That one is a paid product. It is a paid product. Synthesia has a free plan, but this is for your talking head videos. You input text into this system and it kicks out a video with a AI generated person
Right.
that will be speaking your video. I don't know if we made that as clear as we did now before. There is a free trial. There is a free version, I believe, of this with Synthesia, but ultimately they do want you to get on some of the paid plans.
Right.
And then we do have vidIQ. vidIQ also is paid. It is paid. So definitely want to make sure you guys get a chance to check that out. And we spent a little bit of time just kind of diving into, vidIQ and TubeBuddy those are the ways that you are going to be able to understand the YouTube audience, AKA algorithm. I love that reframing. And I think that this is definitely something that you want to be looking into for content creation, especially since vidIQ has now added AI into the platform. So
to
definitely
their
want to make
offering
sure
as a product. And we're replacing the word algorithm. So a lot of times we're looking for some type of computer program to put us somewhere, when YouTube is really wanting you to think about your audience. Like, it's the best way to grow by really thinking about your audience. And thank you, Pete. We're trying to go through some of these. We're not mentioning ChatGPT at all because everybody knows about it. If you don't know about
that's not one of the ones. That's right.
OpenAI has a platform that you can use, and it's called ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. We did mention, just as an honorable mention, we did mention Descript as one of the platforms as well. That's not part of our 10. Then I gave 2 bonuses. One was gigapost.com, GIGO-post.com. That is AI assisted content creation and one-click distribution. And then I also mentioned, I think it's Animator. Am I saying that right? Animaker, 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 animaker.com. They call it the Canva for video. So some people in the chat even spoke about using animaker.com. So, but those are 2 bonus ones that we wanted to share with you guys that are not necessarily in our top 10, but we wanted to make sure that we give a full recap for those that are rejoining us after that little hiccup. Somebody said live happens. I absolutely love that's what Tatiana teaches. Live happens, and it happens to the best of us. We're thankful that you guys are back. 17 of you on the live. We take none of it for granted. DJ, talk to us, man. What else we got?
So live does happen, and guess what? We're moving on. We do have another one that I actually tried to play with a little bit today, and it was really, really cool. So let me get to this. This is a OpenAI product, DALL-E, and I think it has a 2 in there somewhere. But basically, you are now able with AI, guys, to write in a description of what you want your image to look like, and this program actually generates a photograph for you, a picture for you.
This is a must try, y'all. Yeah,
have fun with it.
Like for me as a presenter and public speaker, especially as I do my presentations, I'm looking for images that will help me drive home a particular point. They always teach you in public speaker school, you don't put the whole presentation on the PowerPoint, right? On the slide deck, you put an image on the screen that is going to help you drive home your point. And so because that's how I do my presentations, I'm always looking for the right image, and I'm constantly having to tweak what words I'm putting into Canva or whatever other platforms I'm using to find an image that really matches. DALL-E 2 is one that I'm like, yo, this is a game changer. So Tatiana says, I love DALL-E 2. So yeah, this is a game changer.
I really like it. I really like it as well. It's something that I'm playing with right now.
Mhm.
I am so used to using stock video and stock images. So it's kind of working on me to now, hey, let's take some time to be a little creative. Let's see what AI could do. And
Mhm.
so this program is really cool. It does have a free feature to the program, but it also has a paid feature as well. So I
That's
do
right.
want to add that. So there is
Yeah.
something that you can play with today at absolutely no cost. Okay. Uh,
Absolutely no cost. So
Absolutely
definitely
no
want to make sure
cost.
you guys know about that.
So this is the next one I really, really like. I really, really like for people that needs to write. You need to write the best AI writer for creating LinkedIn posts. But this is just the part that I actually grabbed. This one helps you all the way around be a better copywriter. Okay.
Nice.
So all
Nice.
the way around, it helps you with your writing. So if you know, we talk about ChatGPT all the time. Guess what? Sometimes, depending on the prompt you use or what you ask, not that it doesn't give you the correct information. Sometimes it doesn't, because it's only based off of information from 2021. But you may need to massage that information in a right way that it has your voice and your tone. And then a third app will help you be able to do that. Someone said,
Yeah.
well, we got to go from here to there. Listen, as part of, depending on what kind of product, what kind of copy you're making, yes, you may have to use a third application to take the
Mhm.
information from ChatGPT into a right Sonic to be able to help massage it and give it the tone that it needs.
Yeah, a couple of things I want to piggyback on here, DJ. If you are a writer, like so for those who write copy, let's say like for websites, my wife is a web designer, so we're working with clients to launch their web page, and there's copy that needs to be put on there.
Right.
There's no way around this. The website's supposed to be informational, and so this could help you in that regard. But I think the best way for us to look at this, what's going on, Roger Wade? The best way for us to look at this is for us to be able to say, look, there is, if you are a writer that does better with editing a prompt as opposed to staring at a blank page like I am, this is one of those things that will really help you. Like it will spit out some really good nugget information. Sometimes you just need some real quick cleanups to be able to make
Right.
it work for you. But other times it spawns more creativity from you than you would have if you were just starting from zero. So definitely something to think about. And I do want to mention that there is a free trial for $0 a month, but it's a certain amount of words.
Right.
So you can get up to 10,000 words with Write Sonic, WRITESONIC.com. So you can get a certain amount of words with it that will allow you to to use the platform, kick the tires on the platform. But once you hit that certain word count, I believe that you'll have to make a decision in terms of what you want to do.
Which, once you do 10,000 words, which is a lot of words, you will have then figured out how you're going to use that product. And as Kevin Lyons have already said, that sometimes the ROI on these things, even though they may be $10, $12 a month, it's much higher than what you're paying on the monthly fee. Figure it out as far as, okay, if I have 5, we're giving you 10. You may not need all 10. I do think, Kirk, I think people need to be aware of the 10.
Yeah,
Need to be
listen,
aware of these products and services that's out there.
sometimes it's the trend that is critical for some of us. It's so maybe not the platform, maybe not subscribing to it, maybe not even using it in your current structure, but for you to understand that the trend is leaning towards how can content creators use AI in meaningful ways,
Right.
such that even if you have a favorite platform like a Canva or something else, you can start thinking about, like, if Canva were to implement AI, what would that look like? What would be some of the features I would want Canva to do? And these are some of the platforms that you're looking at. They're offering these products. I'm gonna be honest with you, DJ, I think you agree with this. I don't know if these products are going to be here this time next year. I have no idea.
Right.
But we do know Canva will be. right?
Right.
Their value proposition is pretty solid at this point.
Well, you
So
know,
when
Canva has AI as well.
it does, but I could see them adding in something like a Right Sonic feature where you're able to get that kernel of copy so that you can use that as a launch pad to finish up your project.
So they're doing two things. I think they call it Magic AI Magic. Oh man, I forget the name of it, but
You talking
it
about
will
Canva,
help
right?
you. Canva, it
Yeah,
does help you with the docs, with
that's right.
writing, and then
Mhm.
they also have a text to image.
Text to image.
Yeah, they do have a text to image as well where you could build it. Now it's starting. They put it out there. I've tried it, and it's some weird stuff, man. It's
Yeah,
some weird stuff. But if you give it enough detail, um, and really dial into what you're trying to do, there could be some really cool things you can come up with Canva, and that's another bonus.
that's right. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. There you go. Canva has implemented AI, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
simply saying I was using Canva as a example, but I'm saying whatever your go-to platforms might be, as you look at some of these 10 and the bonuses that we're sharing with you, you may see something that your platforms that you go to don't currently have. And this is what I'm saying. Just it's sometimes just the trend of these platforms
right.
existing can be the game changer. So definitely want to make sure you guys get all 10.
So we're going to talk about this, and I want to go back to pin your comment with these may not be around next year, because I
Okay.
want to talk about that because they have kind of started off like really, really fast. Like we've got a
Mhm,
lot of this, and this
mhm.
is the next one I want to talk about. I think is really, really cool.
Really cool one
Runway.
here.
Uh,
Runway.
so I haven't used this tool, but for video editing, it is another one that is using AI to help you edit your videos. And I think it's real cool. It's saying that Runway is your next generation content creating suite right inside of your browser. And they do have some free options inside of it. When I was looking at this, I was really amazed at what they say this
Mm.
product could do.
Yeah, Runway, there's a term that they use in their description, and it's on there on one or two others, definitely on the one I mentioned earlier, the gigapost.com and one or two others, but there's a term that they use that says collaboration. So it's real-time video editing, collaboration, and more, right? AI
Wow.
magic tools. But what I love about that, as content creators, man, you all know that you are more than just you.
Right.
For a lot of us, it's a team that you have behind us, and maybe they're not full-time employees, maybe they're just freelancers that you regularly go to for specific things. But collaboration is one of my must-haves in any platform that I'm engaging in, because I need my team to be able to get access to the things that we collectively are creating. So that is a catchphrase that you're going to start seeing across the board in a lot of platforms, but especially with AI. And I'm wondering how the artificial intelligence will, shape how we
Right.
are collaborating with one another as well. I think that's awesome stuff.
I think that is great. And if you guys are writing this down, the name of it is Runway. And I think it's Runway AI.
I think it's ML, runwayml.com.
Got you. Thank you.
Runwayml.com. And there is a free plan for individuals who are just looking to explore Runway's AI magic tool and content creation features. There is a free plan, and the free plan is forever. So I wanted to make sure you guys know that that free plan is there, and it is there forever. So definitely something to look into. You know, this is what I can say about this particular point here, DJ,
Hmm.
is that when you see platforms like this launch and they have that forever tag on the free joint, you might want to sign up,
It'd be a great
because
time to sign up.
here, let's be clear, it may not be free next month. It may have a limited time thing on there. Getting in early is critical, and that's actually a great segue into the next one that's on the list, because both of us got in early on this one.
And people that didn't, I'm sorry, guys. I
Sorry.
apologize. I have
Yeah,
to send
yeah.
you my AppSumo invite, like
There you
guys,
go.
to AppSumo. If you're not using AppSumo, uh, You could spend a lot of money. I agree. But
Yeah,
sometimes there's some softwares that come along like FeedHive here that is incredible
it's
and easy to
incredible.
use and makes content marketing, social media marketing so much easier. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
What makes this one different is not only are you able to connect to all of your social media platforms just like everybody else, it doesn't
Yeah,
do like what other softwares can't do, this one
yeah,
can't do either. I mean, it's
yeah, yeah,
simple. They all kind of connect the same way. And I say
yeah.
that because sometimes people want their content creator Instagram to connect to these social media managers, and the API is not out for that.
It's
So
not
you have
there.
to
You
have
got
a
to go through
business
Facebook.
account.
Right. Yep,
You
yep,
know, you have to have a business
yep.
account to do that. That
Yes,
being
sir.
said, this one, once you make the post, Kirk, the way it works, you make your post, you
I
have
love
your
it.
picture, you're actually able to then ask it if this copy and this picture, will it work? Will this,
Blip.
the description of this reel that I have, is it a good description? And it will rewrite for you and give you options of
Yeah.
better words to be able to
Yes.
use to catch the SEO of
I
your
love it.
post.
I love it. It has a hashtag generator. It definitely does the keywords, but it will also tell you how your post will perform.
Exactly, the
Yep. It's a
performance of it.
prediction. It's a prediction, but it will tell you how it will perform. I thought that was really cool. What I also love about this is it doesn't just pull in posts that you created with FeedHive, right? So once I add in all my social media channels, and I'm running a team, a social media for a team, and I have them all in FeedHive. And when we plugged in all those channels, we could see all the previous posts on all the different platforms on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, even the YouTube. We could see the previous posts and we could see how they performed. And FeedHive gave us information around how they performed, how long it's been since you posted that thing, and whether you should consider reposting it again with slightly different copy. It's absolutely amazing. And then lastly, it does also allow you to respond to the comments, to the engagement that's happening. So imagine not having to go. I know this is similar to some of the other platforms, but it's really a convenience thing where you don't have to go to all of the different social media sites in order to get that done. I just see my guy Monty Weaver come through the chat. What's good,
That's
sir?
what's up. I saw him too. What's up, Monty, man? Glad you can hang out with us.
That's
Always good
right.
to have you here, brother.
That's right. That's right.
We're trying to our best to help everybody out when it comes to these 10 AI tools. We're far past 10, so everything else from here is bonus for you
It's
guys.
bonus, right? Yeah,
It's
yeah.
bonus right now, but it's some good bonus stuff that we have in here. And FeedHive is one of them. I'm gonna be honest with you, Kirk. Over the
Okay.
holidays, because I do have an AppSumo deal with them, they had, I think, upwards of 100 channels, 100 different social media channels for like $69 a month, which
Yeah.
is normally like $99 a month, and I missed it. Like,
Yeah,
it's so
man.
worth it the way it works. Now, I will tell you this: there's tons of social media managing software out there. And I'm not saying which one is better than the other one. I'm saying that FeedHive have added some AI
That's
to their
correct.
platform to kind of
That's
help
correct.
you. So not only that, it also has something similar to Canva on the inside of the
Yes, it
program
does. I
to
forgot about
where,
that. You're
yeah,
right.
you can actually make your own post inside of the platform. So they've tried their best to be very thoughtful of how to build a social media platform that has a lot of tools in it for the money. And it's still an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to be looking out on a great time to kind of grab that one as well. And it's just not a recommendation. It is an awareness. How about I said
An
that way?
awareness. That's good.
I haven't dropped a, what do you call it?
Affiliate.
The affiliate link or anything. All right. So I will say this, and I'm gonna stop and say this really quick. So Kathy said this: will links be added to the description? So I actually have
The document.
10 document. I have a document with 10, and I will get that out to you. I'll be looking later on tonight or first thing in the morning for that document, strict.bio.links. All right, or strick.bio.link is where you will go, and it's
Download
kind of
that.
like a link tree, but I'll have that added, so it's just an easy click, and you're able to download these 10. It's got the name, it's have the description, and it has the
The link, the
URL,
website.
the URL,
Yep.
and this is I'm looking at it right here. I don't know if you can
I'm
see it,
looking at
but
it as
he's
well.
on looking
Yep.
at. Okay,
Right on my
so
screen right
I'll
now.
send you this. I have it already done for you guys. The link just wasn't ready to go at 6 o'clock. And I
There we
apologize for
go.
that. But if you guys are looking at it, all right. Oh man, do you think we're AI or do you think we're real, sir?
Are
You
you guys
know,
AR? Or are you real?
actually, I was a little AI earlier in part number 1 when it didn't work. You know, that sometimes
Okay,
that
there you go.
happens.
There you
Like
go. Sometimes it happens.
if you use AI, you will recognize that sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
part of what actually happens with AI. And let me do this because I know I have a few more. So Copysmith is another one. Copysmith is another one. I want
Oh
people to
no,
be
no.
aware. Did I miss that?
You skipped one. You skipped one.
Give it to me really quick.
Veed, Veed.
That's right. So it's another video editing platform. So
Yes.
VEED.io.
That's correct.
So it's not in the presentation. You guys got to write this down or hit my bio link, strick.bio.link, and you'll get the whole list. But this one is another platform that you could use
Mm-hmm.
to edit your video. So we have a couple of video edit. I was really
There's a
thinking
couple.
about content creators.
Yeah.
You know, what do we need help with? We need help with minimizing the time that it takes to edit our long form videos. Man, if there's
Yeah.
anything that we could do, any system that we can find that you can put your long form video in from YouTube, it can chop it up and do the captions. Oh my God. Like,
It does the
this is,
captions as well. Yeah,
man, those
that's real.
captions, that it gets to be a headache. It really gets
Yeah.
to be a headache, and people are turning the captions all the way around, and you got to do all this stuff. You got to make the captions dance. You got to change them different colors. If you can find a way to do it. Now, I did see a video the other day. I'm a Premiere Pro guy, so Adobe Premiere Pro, and they
Mm-hmm.
actually have ways where you can actually start it and do presets. Like, it takes time to set up, but once it's set up, you got everything you need. So I may have to take time to actually use Premiere Pro to do this
Oh,
because it
nice.
is actually getting the captions, like auto-generating captions and all that kind of stuff now, and then you can actually put it in. So that's one. And then there's Copysmith.
Copysmith. And let me
Yeah.
say real quick about Veed. There is a free plan that exists for Veed, VEED.io. There's a free plan that exists. It does have some limitations on in terms of 720 and under 10 minutes, 30 minutes of subtitles per month. So there is some limitations, but you can actually go ahead and try out Veed.io and use some of their AI transcription, their AI tools to be able to edit video without even coming out of pocket. So I just wanted to make sure we touch on that. Yeah, Copysmith. Copysmith is an AI content generator that makes product description writing fast, easy, and fun. Description writing, right? Your description for your whatever it might be. It helps you write those descriptions fast, clean, fun. So Copysmith is another one that we have on the list. And again, even though we don't have these on screen, I know DJ Strick has these in the list because I'm looking at the list right now, and he's
Yes,
going
it's
to
in the
make that
list.
available on your on his bio,
Bio link.
strick.bio.link.
Bio.link.
So make sure you guys go there.
So I want to say this. This next one, guys, I haven't used it yet. I found it today. I was thinking, hey, I want to do something more with people that may be podcasters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I found something, guys, that each and every one of us is going to use.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really excited about this one.
Like, I think I found something that every one of us are going to use. That being said, this is something I'm going to take the time to actually pull up. So if you guys give me 1 second here, I want to pull this one up because I don't want you to say Strick and
Mm-hmm.
Kirk
This one
didn't
right
give
here.
you all the information. All right.
Yeah,
So
they
let me
have.
see.
While he's pulling it up, I just want to let you know that there is a free account, and But even on the paid accounts, they have a 35% discount on all subscription plans for early adopters. So if you go ahead and get that now, I don't know. Oh yeah, only until the end of March. If you get that right now, you may be able to lock this in. Go ahead, Doc. Talk to us. Sorry, DJ.
Listen, you can thank me now or thank me later for this. Tell
Yes,
me.
sir. Yes, sir.
If you're in the comments, you guys tell me any software that you know of that'll give you timestamps. They'll allow you to make newsletters and more from your podcast with just one click. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed show notes.
Show notes.
Timestamps, newsletters, and more from your podcast with one click. Okay? Generate now for free. I don't know all the details. It gives generate content from your podcast with the power of AI. Select an episode of your, and it's not like it's coming from the feed that you already have.
Yeah, it's already pulling in from the feed. That's crazy, man.
Generate the button. The AI does this magic.
So dope. A newsletter, all that. That's crazy. Let me be clear with y'all, right? With YouTube opening up the podcast feature on the platform, our live shows can now be podcasts.
Right.
And you can simply point it at PodSqueeze and generate this same content. Generate the blog post, generate the newsletter, generate the show notes. That's bananas.
Tweets, blogs, social posts, titles. Let me tell you why this is so special.
It's crazy, man.
Okay, so when I think about newsletters or even blog posts, which people are saying which one is more impactful, let me tell you why I think newsletters are more impactful right now, and it's for one tool. It's for LinkedIn. LinkedIn newsletters are getting more impressions than anything else on the platform. So if you're doing a newsletter weekly because your show is weekly, guess what? You're getting more eyes. And now LinkedIn is sending those newsletters out and notifying the people that you're connected with. And if you have a platform that's taking your live feed and making a newsletter out of it, I say live feed, it is your audio from your podcast.
That's correct. That's correct.
If you're with Ecamm, you have a master audio file already done.
And
now you can just drop it into this PodSqueeze and it does the rest.
It's crazy, man.
This is something, again, Kirk, I don't have an affiliate link for this. I don't.
Me neither.
This is us helping you. I want to go back to this so people can get it, just in case people don't see it all. This gives you an opportunity. Go to the about. It's just one of those one-pagers websites, which is cool and easy. I get it. I get it. You can generate with PodSqueeze, show notes, timestamps. The timestamps is another thing that's a huge deal as well. Now, how AI will be able to do that, I don't know. We got to try it out. We got to test it out to see how it does it. But timestamps are really important if you can then turn that over into your video that you can then put back on YouTube in your YouTube description. Add chapters. And it's AI generated.
Everything you just said, I couldn't agree with you more. Like that's what my mind goes to. And I see that I think Tatiana is asking in the comments, will it work with video or is it only for audio podcasts? And the thing is now, like, there's just such a thin line between those two, right? I mean, especially for eCammers who have that master audio file. It just depends on your workflow currently, right? So if you do you create an audio podcast from all of your videos? Maybe you don't, and that's why you're saying, well, I would like to be able to pull this. I think it's worth a try. Do I have it currently? I don't know. Oh, sorry, I don't. So I can't actually tell you this is exactly how it works. But I intend to be. This is something you're going to find me testing out. I'm just going to.
Everybody that's on, whether you're live right now or you're in the replay, and if you like the idea of this program and you haven't hit the like button, I feel bad about my research.
One of the things I love about what I'm looking at on the screen. Now, I don't know how you guys do it. Some of my podcast episodes I record offline, meaning it's not a live show. And then some of them I record as a live show. But in either case, a lot of the times I'm using a different title, a different description, because now that the show is done, I know what we talked about. But what they're saying here is it will go through your show, transcribe it, or do something to understand the topics and subjects and keywords, and come up with catchy titles that convert, come up with tweets, come up with show notes, timestamps, newsletters, blog posts, social posts. This is amazing.
I think this is nice.
Just to be able to try it out, in my opinion, is just worth it. And again, I mentioned earlier that there is a free plan, but there's also, the starter plan and the pro plan that do cost. But once you have, if you do that before the end of the month, there's the 35% lifetime discount.
Yeah.
So you're not going to just get 35% now. You'll get 35% off forever.
So free. You got it there. Free is 50 minutes of podcast time per month.
That's correct.
Save generated content for 30 days. And you got 12. The 12 here, of course, if you're doing it by month. The starter here, 160 minutes of podcast time, and you guys can see that. And the pro goes up, and then there's agency that you can get 320 minutes of podcast time per month generated there. So this is some good stuff.
Yeah.
This is some good stuff. Let's do this really quick. You guys see this. I do think that this is, out of all the stuff that we're talking about today, this excites me more than some of the others. Not that I'm not excited about some of the things that we talked about tonight. I just think that when you could do so much with one particular program, of the detailed stuff. So as an administrator, so you have to put your other hat on as a content creator and become an administrator, and you got to do the description. You got to do the timestamp. If there's now something I could put my audio version of a show into, and it will give me show notes, timestamps, and newsletter. Listen, normally I would use a program and not tell you. I'm sorry. Normally I would do that. It's like, man, how is Strick doing all that? He must have a huge team. No, I found an application that would do it. But we are sharing this, because the idea of this show, guys, and everybody that's listening, we're going to go into the comments in just a few minutes.
Sure.
The idea of this show is to help streamers succeed. If you're a content creator, I want to help you with this. All right. Not just seeing what I do, but my deal is Tatiana, when she creates, she's going to be a better creator because we talked about the tools that she could use that best fit what she does.
That's awesome.
Okay. So those are some of the things that I want to go and talk about tonight. So let's go into, I'm going to do my best, guys, to come into the stream here. And yes, Monty is looking at what we're talking about, and Roger's already testing. He's going to test this as well. Let me see, where can I start here? Because now I got to go all the way back. David said he was late, but he's here to learn. David, man, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. And yes, you're right. We have to shut the front door. Yeah.
Hey, Tanya Smith is in the chat, man. That's what's up, Tanya. What's going on? Thank you so much for being here.
Stream like a boss, Tanya. Tanya, this is great. Yes, I'm charging you, Tanya, for this information. Okay,
that's right.
So that's a cost for you. Everybody else is free, but Tanya, you're gonna have to pay for this.
Is that what it is? Hey, listen, Strick, man, I might have one or two more bonuses. I don't know if we have time for it, but I might have a bonus or two more, man. Just letting you know.
Okay, let me go through the comments here. That's right.
Please do.
Be more efficient here. Let me see. Let me go through the comments, and then we'll come back with Kirk's bonus, because I knew he had something up his sleeve.
You already knew it, man.
Already. All right. So, Monty, man, thank you so very much, everybody. Please hit that like button if we are giving you any type of value with this information. It did take me a while to get this, and I will show you this now because I don't want anybody. I'm trying to go as high as I can with this in my comments. What was the first AI that was shared? So I think I caught up. So he actually got that first. This is the it's in a PDF document.
Yeah, PDF. Yeah.
that I have for you
Like a one
guys, and you
pager.
can
Like
tell
a one
it
pager.
has the name of the AI tool, the description, and then on the last column it does have the URL. I will have this available to you guys tomorrow. Strick.bio.link, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to go to that link, to that bio link, and actually download this PDF. So you don't have to search or be like Tatiana and be a great teacher and write all this stuff down. I've written down the notes for you, and you can have it. Okay.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
let me see if anybody else said anything else. The
Earl Hall just came in at the very bottom.
what's up, Earl?
My dude.
Yes, success and configuration of personal and try to the goals, and you have to help your audience, and that's what we're all striving to do, to get better with all the tools that we have available. Earl, let me tell you this: the heart of what we're doing here at the Stream Show and the time that we've taken. I actually started this show with a good friend of mine, Brant Collins, and our mission was to help streamers and content creators succeed. So even with tools that I'm like, man, this is a secret, like this tool could really boost a lot of my own content creation. Like, I'm
Yep.
being honest with you, like we're all trying to find that next thing that we could use to help us go to the next level. I want to tell you this. I'm sorry. We talked about TubeBuddy and vidIQ. vidIQ is outpacing them with this new AI tool that they have available with vidIQ. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, test it out. Go try that AI coach that they have, test it out, see if it works for you. I'm also telling you that this cool, PodSqueeze is something that's really, really cool. Now, this is not any, what you call it, affiliate links. This is just good information. And
These are
I'm
too
hoping,
new to be putting out affiliate links. They're just we some of them, am I right, DJ?
yeah,
We're only testing now. We're just
right,
testing them now.
yeah,
So definitely something to look into, and maybe we might have opinion later on. And I love the way DJ Strick put it earlier, man. This is informational. This is what community is about. We have found information. We're sharing the information that we found. This is not, however, a recommendation. I want to make
right.
sure that that part is kind of clear. We don't know what the quibbles and quirks are with these platforms. And you said, earlier, we're putting a pin in this point that
Right.
some of these joints might not even be around this time next year. And that's just the long and short of it.
And
Right.
it's honest truth, because I mean, to be honest with you, between January and now, a lot of these companies are just popped up. And what we
Yeah.
know about issues with Silicon Valley right now with some of the banks, guess what? They're having issues getting and keeping funding. That being said, there is a discount that's going on with PodSqueeze.
Mm-hmm.
I and Kirk both are AppSumo guys. We
That's right.
understand the ability to get a new software at a value. Now, there's
Mm-hmm.
some AppSumo deals that I use, and then there's some AppSumo deals that I have not used. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, everybody don't have that kind of budget, but I've used a AppSumo deal that I paid for that is now paying me.
Me. Woo. That's a good one right there. That is a good one right there. Listen, I talked with somebody the other day who got Ecamm on AppSumo.
Oh my gosh, I'm hating on them.
I'm, I'm,
Goodness.
I'm, I mean, and this is one of those times where I said to the person, man, don't you feel like you've just held them up at gunpoint? He was like, yeah, every year they add more features. And I'm like, wow, am I really not paying for this? I've got to give them something, because I feel like what I paid all those months and years ago really should be illegal for the amount of value I'm getting out of the platform. So I just wanted to throw that out there with you
Man,
guys.
that's
There's a
great.
couple of questions that have come in the chat as well. Kevin Lyons is really trying to stir some things up. But I
He
see,
is in
David
it.
Hunt's got a queue in front of his as well. So I just want to, but yeah, I really firmly believe in just figuring out whether or not this thing is a value for you. It's going to be different from person to person, but I also don't want you to miss that sometimes it's the trend, right? It's the trend that you're seeing, the common thread that you see throughout the different platforms that are
Right.
available currently. For them to stand up these sites, there's a lot of work that goes into that.
It
So
is.
somebody thought it was a worthwhile venture to stand this up and put together a subscription model such that people like me and you can interface with it, can, take part in it, can subscribe to it. So understanding those trends and seeing where they may come in to impact some of the things that we are already using may be part of your process in terms of going through here and looking at that stuff. Yeah.
So let's do this. David is asking, how does, and Kevin, we're coming to your question, brother. I put it
I
up, but
see
we're
it,
coming
man.
to your question. That was a good one.
Yeah,
I had to
brother.
get my mind
Good
ready
one.
for that one. How
Yeah,
does
that's a good one.
the podcasting thing compare to repurpose that AI? And that
Yeah.
is a really good question. So let me do this while I have that
You
window
talking about
open.
PodSqueeze? I guess it's PodSqueeze, right?
PodSqueeze,
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, so while he's pulling that up, David, I'll just tell you that I have seen some stuff from repurpose.ai. I have not played with PodSqueeze. So I really don't know what the comparison is. I mean, it's just too new.
Right. And I'm
I'm,
sorry.
I'm actually learning about PodSqueeze with you guys tonight. Well, not tonight, but I mean, when DJ put together the list is when I learned about PodSqueeze too. So just trying to navigate that thing and be like, man,
Listen,
I
when
want to
I
take.
found it, to be honest with you, I was like, this is killer. Like, I don't know who came up with this and where it came from, but I have to share it with the people. And I did get a little joy about being one of the people that could share it for the first time. So thank you so very
That's
much.
dope. That's dope. That's dope. Listen, because I'm gonna tell you right now, this is part of my workflow. This is part of my daily week. I look at new platforms. I have triggers for my Google News feed that allows me to see some of the things that are happening in the content creator space, in the live streaming space, in the video space, in the production space, in the podcast space. So these, there's a lot of this that he is sharing tonight that is just like, well, I'm ahead of my game for this week because I normally check these things on Wednesdays. But I'm hoping that some of you will be also interested in kind of honing that skill or that process as well of being able to look at the marketplace and seeing what are some of the things that are out there. What does it mean for you as an entrepreneur, as a content creator, as a streamer, but also what does it mean for even some of my tried and true platforms. There's some features coming out on some other fledgling streaming platforms that I don't know if those platforms will survive the year, but those features, however,
Exactly.
are that's where you go like, ding, like, whoa, I'm not switching out my Ecamm, but that feature, that's
It's
dope.
cool.
And I can provide that feedback to Katie and Doc Rock and the team, and we can all actually help to make what we are currently using even better. Go ahead, sir.
So let's take a look at this, and David, help me out if there is something that I need to focus on. But let's go down the list. Repurpose that IO. So for
That's right.
TikTokers, all right, automate your posts, TikTok videos, and all of your social media channels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels. Okay. So basically, it automates that. All right. The next time you upload a video to TikTok, it will get published everywhere without you lifting a finger.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I like that. I like that a lot.
This one, repurpose.ai, is the one that I have actually done a little bit of testing with. I've got a client that's currently using them on an extended test, and I just like how it is specific to the different platforms. So you see how much they talked about TikTok, but then they also kind of translate into what that means for some of the other platforms as well.
And I actually went over this really fast. I didn't add this, so it takes the TikTok videos without the watermark and automatically publish them to Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Now, I will tell you this, doing it this way, you want to be sure that it's under 60 seconds.
Agreed.
I would say 60 seconds or less, but because YouTube is not going to take it if it's any longer. All right.
Now,
so if you
does it not? I thought repurpose. This is repurpose, right? Not PodSqueeze.
Yes, repurpose is what we're looking at right now.
Repurpose.
So I'm starting at the top with TikTokers, and I'm going down the list. And basically, guys, if y'all hang in there with us, I'm just sharing information right now because David asked for it. So, David, this is for you.
This is for you, David.
So, video creators. So one video, 20 pieces of content. I mean, who doesn't love this? Who doesn't love this?
Of content. Stupid.
So this is the one thing that I think that sometimes with these programs I differ with and don't move on. If you look at how you can go from YouTube to then a cloud and then to these other platforms, but you can see how it's not vertical fully, making the whole screen full. I think that is something that the audience doesn't like. And I say audience because I've already said that the algorithm, if you just use audience instead of algorithm, you'll get a better outcome if you think about people, like how people are looking at it. Now, a lot of videos come actually with top and bottom, squeezed in there. But I do think that if I do a reel, I would like for my reel to be full screen.
You and me both. And me both.
When it takes that horizontal, when it takes the vertical video, it takes the horizontal, was that 16:9 and doesn't make it 9:16. That's where I differ.
That's where I differ as well. Yeah. I want it to take the full screen because if I was going to do it myself, that's what I would do.
That's what we'd do. Yeah.
Stream like a boss. Tanya Smith says, yes, you can put your repurposing on a schedule. Repurpose has a solid foundation and has been around for a long time. The founder, Hani Mura, is a stand-up guy. This is also repurposed for TikTok, sub 60 seconds. So yeah, that's good. Good stuff. Yeah, man, we're getting some real rich information here tonight, man.
I was going through these, and I want to get back. David, we're doing this for you live. Okay, so what about people like us that are doing live streams? It's the same thing. So a video piece, and live stream. So one line. Okay, there's no different. I appreciate people making duplicate tabs, but it's the same thing. Whether you have a recorded video or live video, it's the same thing. And it looks like the process is the same way. Okay. Easy 1, 2, 3, and there we go. And now podcasters. So one podcast episode, and it looks like the same thing.
It looks like the same thing. I mean, listen, they stand these up pretty quick, but David Hunt says, "Man, I really appreciate this. Thank you."
Well, David, I mean, if I go 5 more minutes on repurpose.io, I'm gonna have to charge you for the stream as well.
Yeah, I think just go ahead and send him the bill. Yeah, just send him the bill. Let's send David the bill. He needs the bill.
So this is what I want to do. I want to tell you guys this, and then I'll get back to the comments. I'll have the whole list for you guys with that strick.bio, that link tomorrow. So you have it all. I'm going to make sure I'm working so that the link works. I've worked all day to make it happen. No problem, David. I worked all day to give you the information, but I wasn't able to get that. All right. Full screen. Full screen. That's better in my experience too. Thank you for saying that. Let's get to
Kevin's question, man.
Kevin, before
I think this is going to
leave.
take us out. Yeah, this is going to take us out for the night. Kevin, man.
Oh, come on. Before I get that, this is an easy one. Ecamm on AppSumo. So it was years ago. We all missed it. And everybody's mad about it.
Yes, years ago.
But you need to be looking at AppSumo every now and again. You never know. know.
I got FeedHive on AppSumo, just letting y'all know.
I did as well.
I got FeedHive on AppSumo, yes.
There are some applications, softwares on there right now that I'm looking at that I'm telling you, I think could be added to the list of things. But what we talked about today is enough for you to get the ethics and authenticity. Is AI a bridge to burnout? Now, Kevin, I appreciate you asking this question because I really feel that what AI has done is allow us to get information much quicker and the way that we like it, because there are different ways to learn and then there's different ways to create. With a little bit of help, I can ask, hey, ChatGPT, can you tell
Mhm.
me 5 content creators ideas for 2024? Now, it's coming up with some generic stuff, but it does start or can spark a fire in me to make me think, hey, what about this or that? So I have the book, 10 Ways to Monetize Your YouTube Content. Okay, well, ChatGPT, what are some ways that I can monetize my
That's good.
YouTube content? Well, guess what? I know 10 ways to monetize your YouTube content, but there were some things that ChatGPT came out with that was not as accurate. If I didn't know it wasn't accurate, I could have made a mistake with an ebook and say, "Hey guys, here you go." And it wasn't I know the information, it just helped me put the information together.
That's
Now,
the point.
yeah, I just think of it now. I will tell you this: if people are using technology like they have from the past, guess what? Guess what people were doing in the past, Kirk?
Mm,
They were writing the same information in their voice. So there was
that's exactly right.
say I want to go with the self-help people, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's doing self-help books and they're going to help you. They're around the country. They're doing these conferences and they're all writing these books. 7 steps, highly effective people,
Mercy.
great this.
Mercy.
All of those books, guess what? The concepts were the same. And
Same.
all they did was just change a couple of vocabulary words, is what I call them, made it their
Mm,
own, personalized it. And of course, in the index, they're giving reference to where they got the information from, but we never read that. So a
never.
lot of information is not altogether new. They're just great.
Mm,
They just have collected the information, right, on their own, given credence to the people that they got it from, and then sold a book with their name on top of it.
yeah. I mean, I think to touch on Kevin's question, is AI a bridge to burnout? I don't know if I would say that it's a bridge to burnout. I think that it could possibly contribute to burnout if you're not careful.
Gotcha.
If you're not careful, because um, in order for anything to help you, I'll give you an example, a real life example, non AI example. My wife and I hired a VA a year or two ago, and we went through an entire process to hire her. In
Gotcha.
this case, it just happened to be a woman. We went through this entire. The final candidate was a woman, and we actually sent the letter to let her know that she had been selected out of those that we interviewed. And I remember setting up the start date and putting together an agenda for our initial meeting. And it is in the putting together of the agenda that my wife and I realized that we didn't have any systems in place.
Yeah.
No systems in place. All of the processes were in our heads.
Right.
So we delayed her start date by a month and worked feverishly for the month to put together our, SOPs, essentially put together a system so that she could come in and help us
Wow.
continue to do the work. Why I say all of that is Chat GPT is a part of your resources.
Right.
You have to actually put together the framework so that these AI tools can help you. And so it could be a bridge to burnout if you have not put together any tools. So for a lot of folks are just approaching ChatGPT with no framework, with no base. Like they don't know who their target audience is. They don't know what their, all the demographics. What is the profile of you? What's their age, gender? What is their affiliation? You get my point.
Right.
You don't have any of that information, so you can't give it robust information so that it can give you back
That's
something
good.
that is actionable. And I think that is how it may contribute to burnout. But I believe that that is a scenario that isn't necessarily linked to ChatGPT or AI in general. It is linked to where are you in your content creator business, is as a content entrepreneur, as a small business, whatever you might want to call yourself, where are you in that process? I know Kevin Lyons is very advanced in his process and has a lot of
Right.
SOPs, but I think as we have this discussion around AI and it is supposed to be a helping thing, right? It's supposed to assist us to get our time back. But if we don't have those systems in place, actually, it may end up hurting us in the long run. So, yeah.
So he has been, I'm presenting at a virtual medical conference on the potential disruption of ChatGPT. That's something totally different, brother, than what we're doing when it comes to content creation. And I believe you could agree with this, Kirk. Like,
Yeah,
we understand that there is some fallacies that could come with AI.
that's
Okay.
right.
If you use, like I did the DALL-E today, and I just put my picture in and hit generate, and it generated different pictures of me. Like, the people that generated was not me. Like, I don't know what it was thinking, and I didn't give it any prompts, but there's some things that AI could do that are not accurate from what you would really want it to give you back. There is another AI tool that is similar to ChatGPT that is connected to Google, connected to the internet, because ChatGPT is not. And that may give you some more accurate information, but of course, it's still the web. So guess what? You know what I can find on
Mm,
the internet? I can find people looking for Bigfoot that have actually seen him in person on the internet. So if you're trying to use that in the medical field where information is out there that is false or not accurate or old, you want to be really careful about that. Now,
yeah,
could it help you structure a sentence once you gave it your information? Hey, can you help me rewrite this? Um, can
that's
you?
different.
It's different, right? Can you help
That's
me
different.
make this sound? So niches would do that. Can you expand this sentence for me? Um, can you write in a funny? Can you take this and write it in a funny tone, humorous tone, a straight tone, whatever kind of thing? AI allows you to be able to have that flexibility to see things done in a different way. Now, of
Yeah.
course, my wife works in a school system as well as being an artist, and using AI in schools is a big deal now, but they also have those other programs that are looking for the authenticity of the AI writings, because the computers can tell that the computer wrote it.
The computer wrote it. Yeah.
I'm just saying that. So you guys need to know that. All
No,
right.
that's the truth, man. I mean, they talk about the hammer, right? And it's like, well, the hammer, depending on whose hands the hammer is in, that's going to determine what you get from the hammer. And then
Right.
somebody's like, okay, well, we have a super hammer, right? Oh, now we have a smart hammer, right? And so the determination might be that, well, you don't necessarily need to be a carpenter or a master carpenter in order to get good things to come out of that hammer. No, the truth is that the smart hammer is available to the carpenter and the non-carpenter as alike. So the smart hammer in the master
That's
carpenter's
great.
hand is going
That's
to
great.
develop a masterpiece.
That's great.
And so what we cannot skip is attaining knowledge yourself to be the gatekeeper of whatever you put out there. You can't go to ChatGPT and say, hey, tell me the next 10 best things to do to blow up on YouTube, and then start serving that out to people as if it's the gospel. Because your knowledge should be able to interrogate the information you're receiving
That's
from
right.
these AI platforms. It's artificial intelligence.
It's
It tells you right in
artificial
there, it's
intelligence.
artificial. It is not you. Like, this is God made. Okay. That's a whole nother sermon and another approach for another time. But I'm simply saying you should be able to interrogate it and say, this is good information,
That's right.
right? Based on my lived experience. If you are asking AI to give you information that you're not an expert on, I think you already arrived at your first problem and you're
Right.
headed for a bad place.
That is so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
So let me do this really quick. I didn't see this at first, but Sheila says SOP are essential for our business, and thank you for chiming in and hanging out with us
Love that,
today.
Sheila. Love that.
Johnny says that AI is the new encyclopedia. It really is. It really is. And Silverhead
Listen,
Fitness has such a good thing to say. Got to hear my favorite collaborate together. So thank you for saying that.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
that.
saying that.
Hey, listen, I want to just, Johnny E, I got nothing but love, but I just want to slightly defer because that encyclopedia was tried and true. It was tested. You know what I'm saying? Like when that mug was sold to you, if you wanted to look something up in that bad boy, the information in there was backed by time-tested research. AI can pull from Wikipedia, and that scares me. So I just want to, I just want to temper that expectation just a little bit,
But you remember
because
those? What colors were the encyclopedias in your home? You guys have some?
they were
My,
red.
mine was red, like the maroon
Yeah.
red.
Like, yep.
I'm still trying to figure out. I asked my mother, like, why did you buy these encyclopedias? Because we never used them. Do you
Because there's
know? I wanna go off the tangent here for just 1 second. And
oh my
Yvette
goodness.
says AI is a great help with assisting with writing too. But you have to know
Songwriting.
what
Yep.
you know. You do have to know what you know. You're right about that.
Yeah.
And thank you for your amen corner, stream like a boss, Tanya over there. And who is this? As a brother in Christ, would you ask ChatGPT to validate the apologies of the word? So there are people that are using it for the word.
I've seen that. I've seen multiple. I had a long conversation about this when I was in Florida a week or so ago. And it gets it right. It was scarily right. I mean, yeah.
So the tools you have to know, but there are tools that you could use. Now, everybody, especially when we're talking about from a Christian standpoint, you want to be able to get inspiration from God, and you want to be able to get inspiration from His Word. But then, right now, you can go to your phone and pull up. Get that. They have the Bible app. They have Blue Note Bible, Bible Gateway. These are all things that I've used. But guess who I can get to a whole lot faster with just a piece of what I know in the statement. So if I'm forgetting the verse in the letter, I go to Google. And Google is so much faster with
Dang,
giving me back that verse. I
that's
found
it.
that out like recently. Like I just knew
Way
like a
faster.
part of it, and it's like I would try to do it with Bible Gateway, and it would just say no. Like I need more information. Like
I need
come
more. So
on,
what you
like you
talking
got
about? What
all
you
of these
talking about?
translations, and you can't get this simple thing. So, but that's a really really good question, Kevin, and I thank you for
Good
being
question.
engaged with us
That's a
tonight
whole
because
show, Kevin. That's
it
a whole
really
show.
is. It really is. And Roger's like, okay, Bishop Kirk.
They're calling me my other name. Listen,
And then,
Silver. Who said burgundy and white? Burgundy. No.
so yeah, Silverhead. Let's see.
Yeah,
Those.
Silverhead said.
No. Hold on. Let me
Somebody
see.
said,
Let me go
"Oh,
back.
Roger Wade says mine was brown and cream. Brown and cream. I remember those. I went to other people's houses and they had encyclopedias that were brown and cream, but mine was burgundy, like
Yeah.
Silverhead Fitness said. Burgundy is what I had. That's crazy how we remember those things. Those book salesmen were so good at their jobs back in the day, man. Because none of us use those joints.
I know. Yeah.
Seriously
Yeah.
speaking.
Why do we need those? Why do we need those? Why do we need those? And yes, here we go. This is the Ecamm fam. Welcome to church. You started it, brother. You started it.
You're
Kevin, we got to
guilty.
connect, man. I know you've been super busy, but please let's
Yeah.
connect, sir. And yes, Tatiana, we've been talking for a while, so thank you for hanging out with us. And hope you have a great week as well. And everybody that's on with us today, thank you guys so much for what you guys are doing to kind of help all of us continue to go on, because it's the audience and the Ecamm fam that Kevin was talking about that makes the difference of all of us. It helps me, Kirk, to be able to come on the show because of the energy I get from the audience.
I love
yes,
that.
my heart is to help content creators and streamers succeed, but my goodness, when you guys are coming and being a part of the community, it makes it so much better when we can do this together.
I love that, man. I love that. When
So
we can
I
do
do
it
have a
together.
community member that's going to be on with me next week. We're going to be talking about, as all of us are online and we're trying out these new things and going to all these websites, seeing if we can find the next greatest thing. What about our internet security? Like, what security do you have connected at your home? And Richard is going to come through and kind of help us through that. He does internet security, and I am so interested, and all he had to say, we met in Albany, New York, and talked about it. I said, man, you got to come to the show. And yes, Richard, I'm talking about you. So
Richard,
that show is coming up. Richard is going to help us all out about internet security. So I want you guys to kind of hang in there with us. Kirk, any final words that you have for us today?
listen, man, hot off the press, I am going to be in San Diego. So it wasn't originally planned that way, but it's kind of working out that way. So if anybody's going to be out there, I would love to be able to connect and see what you guys got going on. Yeah, that's hot off the press. But I mean, listen, man, I've got a new show with us cooking, man, a new show. I'll tell you the title of it right here.
Tell me all about it, Kirk. I'm all ears, brother.
For the first time ever in internet history, you're going to hear this on the stream show first. This is the stream show. I feel this is a safe space for me to share my new stream. It's my partnership with my wife. We're going to be co-hosting the show. It's going to be called The Incubator's Couch. The Incubator's Couch. And we're going to be talking to content entrepreneurs about their best and worst clients. It's going to be a therapy session. We're going to have them literally sit on the couch.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Let me say this. Like, anytime my wife is on, ratings always go up. If you're going to do a show with your wife, I'm already telling you it's going to be great.
I love
it's kind of like watching Anna and Fulgens try to teach, and Anna tells Fulgens, no. I love it. You know, I love it for the banter and for the teaching. So I know that's going to be great. And congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. We're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to launching that and getting some traction under our belts. But it's a conversation that we have had multiple times. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we talk to content entrepreneurs about these things, but now we're getting a chance to kind of have that as a formal space. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So at least give me your Instagram or your website so people can connect with you.
It's Kirk R. Nugent. Kirk R. Don't forget the R. Nugent. KirkRNugent.com. That's me. You'll be able to find all my stuff there. Whether you Kirk R. Nugent on all the social media platforms as well. So Kirk, Kirk, the letter R. Nugent, Nugent, just like Ted. You can find me on all social media platforms at KirkRNugent.com, and all of my stuff is there. So would love to be able to connect with you guys. Absolutely.
That's awesome. And if you want what we talked about tonight, for people in a replay, if you guys are still hanging out with us, guess what? It is right here. I do have it for you. All you have to do is, it'll be up tomorrow, strick.bio.link. I do apologize for not having it in the comments tonight, but there was a link that we were having an issue with that now I should have it ready by tomorrow morning, strick.bio.link. And I'll make sure that it's also inside of the Ecamm community page as well. Kirk, thank you so very much, guys. We have done so much tonight. Like, this is why we do it, though, for you guys. We're here for you. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you, Kirk.
Hey, take care, man.
Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I would like to thank you for watching another edition of The Stream Show.